We're going to look at immutability in Haskell. Now, in functional programming languages, we have pure functions and we have to really use immutable variables in these situations. So let's have a look at what we actually mean by immutability. So I'm going to set a variable up here, a equals 10. So what we're saying is we can't change the value of that variable. But if I was to do a equals 12, you can see it's allowed me to change the value of the variable. Really need to understand what's going on here. Essentially what's happened is that we've created two different variables, both called a, and they're pointing to different locations in memory. The first one now is shadowed. The one where I set it to be 10 is shadowed. And it's very difficult to extract that value out. So now when we'll be operating with a, we'll be operating with a with a value of 12. Let's demonstrate this by way of a use of a function. So I'm going to reset a now to be 2. So let's make sure we've got that to be 2. So it's 2. And I'm now going to create a function, just a simple function called f. And our value is going to be x times a. So all it's going to do is multiply the input value into the function by the value a here, which is 2. So it's going to double our value that we put into our function. All right, so if we now call f on the value 5, we should get 10, which we do. Now, if I reset my value of a to be, let's say, 3, you'd think that now, because a is now 3, when we apply our function f, it would multiply by 3, but it doesn't. It still multiplies by 2. So when we apply 5 to our function, it's still going to be 10. So in this case, the previous a that we set to be a value of 2 is the a that's being pointed to by that function, not the new one, not the new value of a that we created. So that's really what we mean by immutability. So when we reset a value, a variable, what you're actually doing is you're pointing to a different position in memory and creating another variable with the same name. We can think of things in terms of scope as well. So that is to say you can have variables of the same name in different scope. But in this context, you can see clearly, you can demonstrate here that our variables are immutable, even if we are able to redefine them.